Welcome to Manifest Podcast. This is a 12-week series where we are looking at manifesting abundance. We're in week four. Week four, let's look at values, valuing money as currency and valuing ourselves, valuing time. And it's a great time to just check in with yourself and seeing like, where are you at in terms of valuing yourself and time and money? So the first question I'm going to ask you is just to check in. So there's a theory where people, when you're younger, right? So just imagine when you're like 12, 13, you got your first little babysitting job, like $10 is like a lot of money. And $100 is like winning the lottery. Now, as you get older, $10 doesn't stay as that $10 value. It as we level up, we start to see like even getting a sandwich costs $10. So now $100 becomes almost the value like $10 used to be. And $1,000 becomes the, oh man, that'd be nice, game changer. Now, where are you at? Is it $10? Is it $100? Are you in the thousands now where you need, thousands is what you need and 10,000 would be the big number? Or are you in the tens of thousands where you need the tens of thousands and now your goal is the hundreds of thousands? The game doesn't change with where we're at. When we were in the hundreds and we were making X amount an hour, and the effort it occurs is the same. And why I'm saying all this is because nothing really changes other than what value we place on things. So it's a great little exercise to check in. So where are you operating? Are you dealing in the hundreds, getting to the thousands? Are you dealing with the thousands, getting to the tens of thousands? Are you in the 100,000s, getting into the millions? Or are you in the millions, getting into the billions? Like it's the same. It's the same. I have a story of first starting out with metaphysics and generating income and starting off with the, oh man, it'd be so great to make X a month. Oh my gosh, that would just change my life. And about 6 months later, I started making that. And so then what else do I do but increase the game? I have a client who I have been watching play the game as well. And it's been incredible to witness how they have stated first, $20,000 a month is my goal. They started making 20,000 a month. $50,000 a month is what I need. Started making 50. $100,000. Started finding out a way to make 100,000. Well, I can tell you right now, this person is looking into the millions because the energy is the same. It's all about our belief system. It's what we say that the value is for us. So the question for yourself is, what do you value? Like, where's the cap right now? Like, there's a number that we all have where it's like, oh yeah, I can make that. No problem. So that's going to be the easy belief system. So what's your threshold? What's your number for yourself? And it's just to check in. And the assertion is that that number, which right now seems too much, can absolutely be the everyday effortless number with some structuring of our mindset. And in past episodes, we talk about our belief system, the limiting beliefs that are there that really are just there as evidence of past experiences that we've had, we've encountered. We have looked at life a certain way and come to conclusions. And in episode 3, I really encourage people to challenge their belief systems. And that's what we're doing again today. Is it's about observation. It's about, wait, why did I put the limitation right there? Why is that number? Why am I adding meaning to that number in general? So if $100,000 a month to you is absurd and there's no way, and I can't even imagine right now, no problem. That's just a check-in for where you're at right now. The question is, okay, what number would be manageable? So start to find that threshold for you as an observation. Because observation is power. When we can get into what examining what our limiting beliefs are, left unchecked, it just becomes life. And we will have that limited belief actually run us left unexamined. So if I don't question why I have a limitation on $100,000 a month or $1 million a month, if I don't question it, it will stay in the realm of ain't gonna happen. Now, if you want to create an abundant life, we want to reach out, reach beyond what we are in belief with. So how do we expand ourselves when we don't have evidence for it? By creating a possibility, by creating a future that is exciting, that gets you up in the morning, that lifts you up, that inspires you, and making that your number one. And if you see in that vision a specific number that you would need to make in order to sustain that type of vision, it is absolutely critical to get that number. Love that number. Breathe that number in. Immerse yourself in that number. Get so comfortable that that number no longer has a trigger for you. It's okay to earn money. It's okay to want prosperity, to thrive, to be abundant and excited for a life worth living. That we don't even have to deserve it. We don't have to be worthy of it. Just by being here, we have absolutely everything we need to make this your absolute future. So it's a place to check in. We're bumping up. We're trying to find the edges so that we can question them. Because once we question them, we can have them disappear and really move the needle. So same with the people who started off with, if I could just make $2,000 a month, this would be great. And then they start making it. That alone allows them to start to shift their belief structure because they've just accomplished something that they once were unsure of. Bumping up the number again. Okay, now I'm going to make 5,000 a month. And now they're back to almost like the visual of a mountaintop. You know, you climb the one mountain and now you want to climb a new mountain. Well, you got to start again, not maybe at the bottom this time, but you're starting at a different place. And is the view looking up any different in a way? It's still we're back to looking at our limited beliefs and really challenging them, creating possibilities around it. Who would I be being if that amount just came to me effortlessly? How would I be responsible for that money? Visualizing me paying effortlessly when I go to the till and just knowing everything's great, like really sitting in that space of belief. What sometimes happens when we take on creating something that seems almost bigger than what we are, we bump up against not only how we value money, but also how we value ourselves. So there can be internalizing of, well, like, who am I to earn this? And if that's coming up for you, it's a permission to be with any feeling that you experience. We want that freedom to allow whatever feelings to show up so that those feelings can be heard, seen, valued, understood, but also the space to allow it to be so we don't have that resistance to it. If I have, for example, if I have a feeling like, well, who am I to make that kind of money per month? And I don't, and I leave that unexamined, that will be in the background. But if I take a moment and just maybe grab a journal and write about it and be like, okay, let's just get this feeling out of here. this thought doesn't support what I'm up to, allowing that thought to just be there allows that thought to be heard. And once we allow that thought to be there and be heard, what makes available is a new space where we can then say, thanks for sharing, and I'm up to something else right now. Allowing that creativity to come in, allowing for a new thought to come in after that thought, an empowering thought, a thought that's there to support us. So if I feel like I'm not able to earn a certain amount of money per month because I have a limited belief, and yet I take the time to sit with those limiting thoughts and just be with it, what also comes up is the new thought of, hold on a second here, I'm going to challenge this thought for a second. Look at all the work I've done before. I got paid this way once before, etc. You just allow new thoughts to come in that are empowering, that are inspiring, and getting that on paper, writing it out, putting it on a vision board. They're all there in support of us creating this new identity, creating this new future, ultimately, that we are living into. So who do you get to be if you're earning the money that you would love to earn? You know, the money that would support your dreams, support you financially, support you to have comfort and freedom. Like, who is that person? What time are they waking up? What are they wearing? How do they feel? Embodying that experience first thing in the morning will start to shift our way of being, and allowing that space to then get created is how metaphysics literally works day to day. Now, over time, as we start to embody that experience and feel it over and over, we do start to shift our ways of being. It shifts our thoughts, it shifts our emotions, and ultimately it allows this bigger connection to all of it. The people we talk to, the conversations we have, the how we carry ourselves in conversation, what we actually talk about, what we share, who we're sharing it with, that creates the new world. Imagine telling someone, this is what I'm up to, this is what's going on for me, and this is what I'm creating. And if we can inspire other people around us with that, that inspiration gets them lit up. They start to get excited for you, but also excited for themselves. They're actually experiencing excitement, inspiration. We have just created a ripple in the realm that we exist in that has an impact on that other person and others around them. So this interconnection piece that we want to ultimately connect to is that we're not in this alone. We are in this beautiful web of co-creation where it starts inside us with what do we want, connecting to the why we want it, letting that fill you up so that it spills out and embodies you, and having that radiate outside of you to impact the world around you is the ultimate place to play. So with that, questioning, observing, connecting, that's what we're up to this week. With that, have a great week.